Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A man dies after getting shot in Rockford overnight. Meanwhile, a different attack leaves 2 teenagers in recovery. Investigators search for a number of suspects.
A Rockford girl is on the mend after a bullet tears through her arm. Her family describes the traumatic shooting.
And fans flock to opening night premiere of Spider-Man: No Way Home. Experts say the superhero flick could save the life of the movie theater industry. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. One of Wednesday night's shootings in Rockford turns fatal.
This was breaking news at 10 last night. Police were called to South 2nd Street in Rockford on reports of shots fired. That's where they found a man with serious gunshot wounds. The 42-year-old later died at the hospital. A separate shooting on 12th Avenue left 2 teens shot. There's been no update on the 16-year-old and 18-year-old's conditions. If you have any information on any of these cases, contact Rockford Police.
The Wisconsin Department of Justice investigates an officer-involved shooting in Beloit. Around 7:45 Wednesday night, a Beloit police sergeant witnessed a car crash near Prairie and Copeland Avenues. While the officer investigated the accident, police say a pedestrian attacked the officer and tried to take the sergeant's gun. That's when the officer fired, hitting the suspect. The man was rushed to the hospital. Beloit PD hasn't released his condition. The involved officer is on administrative leave. That's department policy. The incident is under review.
Shots fired in Rockford leave a 14-year-old girl hurt. The girl was in her bedroom when a bullet flew through the wall, hitting her. This
happened last Thursday at a home on Forest Avenue. Rachel Perry spoke with the teen's mother today. Rachel, she says the shots came from outside the home.
Mimi and Eric, she tells me a bullet came through the wall and hit her daughter in the back of her shoulder and went into her arm. The 14-year-old is now home and doing better, but the family no longer feels safe in their own home.
They ruined the lives of 4 innocent children who are completely traumatized now.
Catrice Vasquez wants to move after her 14-year-old daughter is shot hanging out in her bed with her 3 siblings.
We heard the gunshot, and 3 of the kids came out of the room screaming and crying and trampling each other. My oldest was still in the room, sitting on the bed, said she couldn't move.
Catrice says a bullet came through the bedroom wall of her house on Forest Avenue last Thursday, hitting Ariana in her shoulder and going into her arm, damaging an artery.
As soon as I realized what happened, I scooped her up, ran down the stairs. I pulled her bathrobe off of her to keep pressure over the wounds and told my husband to call for an ambulance.
Catrice says the following days were some of the hardest of her life.
That first night was really scary. She stopped breathing. And she had to be intubated and was on a ventilator, and we weren't sure if she was going to make it. I was terrified. I thought I was going to lose her.
Ariana is now home after being airlifted to a Chicago hospital where she spent 6 days fighting for her life. Catrice says the gun violence in Rockford has made home a scary place.
I have 4 children now who are afraid to be home and just want to go somewhere else, and I don't know what to tell them. They don't feel safe.
She's now pleading with people to put the guns down, hoping no other parent has to see their child wounded in the comfort of their home.
Stop. You are hurting innocent people, innocent children.
Catrice says Ariana will still need a few surgeries and a lot of therapy to be able to use her right arm again. She also has a lot of emotional healing to do. A GoFundMe to help with her medical bills is on our website, mystateline.com. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Rachel. The Pecatonica School District is responding to a social media challenge that encourages students to bring weapons to class. The TikTok challenge has gone viral nationwide. It dubs December 17th as National Shoot Up Your School Day. Peck leaders say they're aware of the post, but there is no credible threat. TikTok says it hasn't found evidence of threats, and they're cooperating with law enforcement.
Friends and district administrators confirm a Byron school teacher passed away due to COVID complications. Jane Jones taught special education at Byron Middle School. A GoFundMe page established for Jones's family says the educator was sent to the hospital with COVID December 8th. She died on the 14th. Jones leaves behind 3 children and a husband. He's recovering after a car hit him while he crossed the street in Milwaukee. You can find a link to help cover funeral costs at mystateline.com. Last night's intense wind sent garbage cans rolling, Christmas decorations flying, and brought tree limbs to the ground.
Nicole Delgado caught up with one business owner cleaning up. And Nicole, what's the damage?
Well, Eric and Mimi, for a local auto repair company, it means losing business and losing money. The shop owner says a downed tree means clients will see their cars getting fixed twice.
Well, I don't like what happened when I got up this morning, but it was crazy. It was definitely crazy.
Owner of Hogan's Auto Repair, Michael Hogan, woke up this morning to find trees on top of his clients' cars.
Call insurance companies, call the body shop, call the owners. Owners are what I was more afraid of than anything.
Hogan says he feels bad because clients visit his shop to get their cars fixed, not damaged more. Shop manager Brian Nalen Jr. says this isn't something new to him.
I think the first time I've seen it, so I'm not surprised. I've had this happen to me in Rockford a few times when I was younger.
To remove the tree, the shop crew had to get creative using a forklift and a chainsaw.
It was about 2 hours of cutting up a tree. Just had to do it piece by piece so it didn't mess or damage the cars anymore.
The tree damaged 3 cars. One was so bad, Hogan says he bought it from his customer.
The truck, the guy was awesome, super nice gentleman. We ended up buying the truck off of him to help him.
Hogan says he now plans to get rid of the trees, saying he can't afford to have this happen again.
Today I lost business because of cleaning it all up and everything else. Luckily the people are understanding. I've got good customers.
Not including the car he bought, Hogan believes about $3,000 were caused by this wind. Eric?
Thanks, Nikel. After more than a year of struggling in a COVID world, a new release this weekend could help the movie industry crawl back from the brink. Spider-Man: No Way Home opens tonight. There have been about a dozen showings already at the AMC theaters in Rockford and McChesney Park combined. Industry analysts predict it will be the first movie to gross at least $100 million in its opening weekend since the pandemic started. Fans say after months of streaming films on the small screen, it feels great to attend a movie premiere at the theater.
It's unique, you know, you're getting to see it first with just a handful of people. It gives it kind of its unique, special feeling. You feel kind of important, like you're getting to see it first.
AMC says when these tickets went on sale at the end of November, it was the second biggest single day for one movie in company history.
A family of 8 is picking up the pieces after their home was destroyed by fire last week.
Belvidere community members are rallying around their neighbors to try to help the family cope, especially so close to Christmas. Michelle Ravi spent some time with that family. Michelle, how are they doing?
Mimi and Eric, they're still trying to get a grip on what happened. They'll spend the holidays away from home in a hotel after losing everything. But generosity from strangers makes them actually feel blessed.
I told my wife the house was on fire and she said, "Hurry up, let's go," and we went.
Last Friday, Adan and Maria Perez received an unexpected phone call. They were out running errands with 2 of their kids, the other 4 still at home.
So my son told me I would be speaking to a firefighter because our house was on fire. At first I thought he was joking, but the firefighter was actually telling us to come home because they were still putting the fire out.
Maria tells me she immediately thought the worst.
You look at the streets that are closed off and you see the firefighters. The firefighters told me my kids were safe, but you don't believe it until you see it.
Everyone made it out safely, and although the house is not a total loss, they did lose everything inside. So the Belvidere Fire Department stepped up to collect clothes.
In the fire service, you know, we go out and we take care of the fire situation, but a lot of times we don't end there. We like to continue to help out, and this is a way that we can do this for this family. We just feel there's a need for this. There's 8 people needing items, and definitely during this time we'll help people out anytime, but this seems like a little bit more the necessity is there. Hopefully this will go a long ways in making their holiday season a little bit brighter.
The family of 8 says they're grateful, they're safe, and even more grateful to their community.
We don't feel so alone. On the contrary, we feel blessed. It's incredible that during these difficult times so many people have stepped in to help.
And at this time, the Belvidere Fire Department is still collecting items for the family, which they plan to give to them next Wednesday, just before Christmas. You can find a full list on what they need on mystateline.com. Eric, Mimi?
All right, thanks, Michelle.
Well, good evening, everyone. We're taking a look at the Mercy F SkyTrack weather camera because things are a lot drier out there than some of the rain that we were dealing with pushing into our region yesterday. But if you notice, the flag is still blowing pretty vigorously in the wind. We still are dealing with some windy conditions out there, but the wind will subside as we head into the late evening and overnight. Now, as we talk about the day planner, we're expecting a mainly clear sky for the rest of this evening, a great night to view the stars, and we'll also see temperatures falling from the mid-30s. Eventually into the upper 20s by midnight and then mid-20s as we head throughout the overnight. But as we recap the wind that we saw across our region yesterday, we saw some very fast wind from that powerful storm moving through. In Sugar Grove, just to our east, we saw wind reach 69 miles per hour. In Herbert, they had wind reach 66 miles per hour. And in Rockford at the airport, we had a wind gust reach 62 miles per hour. So it was very windy for all of us, and we're still dealing with some of that wind now, not as fast as what we saw yesterday, but still strong out of the west, anywhere from 17 to about 25 miles per hour. But as we take a look at the futurecast wind gusts, we are talking about lighter winds starting to move in after 10 p.m. So 10 p.m. we're still dealing with wind gusts in excess of 15 miles per hour. But as we head throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning, as high pressure continues to build in, we are talking about much calmer and quieter weather for us, weather we definitely can enjoy. Now, when we look at our setup, we see yesterday's storm system well off toward our east, and we also see some snow across southern parts of Canada, just north of Michigan. We are actually sandwiched in between two lows and two areas of high pressure. We have this cold front to the east, and again, we have the low pressure to the north with the cold front nearby. And then we have two areas of high pressure that are continuing to build east. Because we're right in the middle, we're dealing with those breezy conditions because these systems are really trying to balance each other out. But as we take a look a little farther south, there is an area of low pressure connected to the bottom part of this cold front across parts of Texas and western Arkansas that will eventually migrate toward the north as we head toward late Friday and into Saturday morning. As that happens, we could potentially see some light snow across our region. So that's something we're definitely keeping our eyes open for. But as we fast forward to Friday afternoon, we'll notice clouds moving in as that storm system begins to approach. And then as we head throughout the overnight, we see some snow starting to show up on the futurecast. This has been fluctuating throughout the day, showing more snow than less snow. Again, it's something we're definitely keeping our eyes out for because there is a potential for some light snow to accumulate. But as we switch gears and talk about temperatures, we are much colder right now compared to where we were yesterday when we saw temperatures well into the 60s, even approaching close to 70 degrees. We won't be there tonight. We're down toward the mid-20s with the mainly clear sky, windy early, but lighter wind taking over for sure. Tomorrow we'll start out with a lot of sunshine, but then clouds do start to move in late ahead of that next storm system. And as we leave you with a look at the 7-day forecast, well, we are talking about that limited snow threat early Saturday morning, pretty much when you're still asleep. And then after that, we're dealing with fairly quiet and tranquil weather through the rest of the weekend into next week.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Well, as we've seen, this has been a dream season for the NIU Huskies, who went from 0 to hero in just one season, picking up a conference title, now getting ready for their bowl game tomorrow. Huskies will face Coastal Carolina in the Tail Greeter Cure Bowl. NIU has relied heavily on their ground and pound offense and strong quarterback play from Rocky Lombardi. Huskies have been in Orlando this week getting ready. The game will be this Friday night at 5 p.m.
I don't think any team has went winless and won 10, nor has any team went winless and won a championship. So, you know, these guys' names are being a record book for the biggest turnaround in the history of college football, and that's a big deal.
Well, COVID has been running rampant through the NFL with confirmed positive cases on the rise, and the Bears are among the teams hit. Matt Nagy told reporters at his press conference this morning that all three coordinators, defensive coordinator Sean Desai, offensive coordinator Bill Lazor, and special teams coordinator Chris Tabor have all been placed on the team's COVID list and are working remotely following the league's health and safety protocols.
When you keep, a mindset of understanding that we're not the only team right now in the NFL that's going through this, or really any league, sports league, there's other teams that are going through this. When you keep that mindset, you understand it, you try to stay as positive as you can.
Week 15 in the NFL starts tonight on our sister station, Fox 39. It's an AFC West matchup between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Kickoff is at 7:20. Well, yesterday was National Signing Day for many high school athletes. That will continue throughout the next few days. And at Jefferson, senior Carly Colson signed her letter of intent to continue her athletic and academic career at RVC. Colson will play guard for the Golden Eagles next year and says she's really proud of all the hard work she's put in to be in this situation.
It's great. I couldn't ask for a better opportunity, and I'm glad I took this opportunity. I think it's going to lead to more opportunities down the road, and I'm just excited to go play there and then actually play with Cameron again, so that's a big thing too. And then I love Daryl as a coach, so I couldn't pick a better school to go to.
That's it for sports, so we'll be right back.
Marcus has our final weather check in a minute.
But first, here's a look at what's to come on News Nation tonight.
Pelosi under fire, the speaker arguing Congress should trade stocks, while you and I wonder what's next with COVID. Doesn't Pelosi's defense open the door for lawmakers to profit from their insider knowledge? That's On Balance. Here's Dan Abrams.
Thanks, Leland. Tonight on Dan Abrams Live on News Nation. Playing defense in two of the most followed trials in the nation. Former officer Kim Potter preparing to take the stand, and Ghislaine Maxwell's attorneys get to work for her. That's tonight on Dan Abrams Live.
That's all coming up tonight on the fastest growing cable news network in America, News Nation. It's available on the cable and satellite stations you see here. You can also head to newsnation.com. And Marcus is back to tell Eric that he said
You planted the seed. Bring up that Saturday again. There's one day that has a little bit of rain, a chance of snow in the morning, right?
Yes, it'll happen likely when most people are asleep.
Friday night, right?
Friday night,
and then blazing
yesterday.
sunshine.
I mean, I feel like it was 60 yesterday, and now we're getting snow. It's all over the place.
It's winter, or at least it's fall. It's late fall. We still have transitions.
Because you're such a fan of Christmas snow. That's Mimi's holding out hope. That's what's going on here.
Well, as we take a look at the forecast for tonight, we just took a look at the First Warning Interactive Radar, brought to you by Rockford Auto Glass and more. We're quiet on the radar, and we'll be quiet tonight. Much lighter wind overnight. And then as we look ahead to the 7-day, we're talking about that limited snow threat late Friday into Saturday.
There's all the sunshine. Stay safe.